Hey everyone, Data My Life is an RPG here, coming in with some geek anthropology. About 2 weeks ago, I asked you to reply in the comments of a TikTok what character you thought that other people thought was more powerful than they actually are. And some of the results are surprising, but a lot of the results aren't very surprising. So I tracked the character's name, the franchise they came from, the media type that they came from, whether or not they had any superpowers. Did the person who was commenting feel the need to justify by adding more arguments? Did they start an argument, i.e. did people start replying and trying to disprove them? And how big did the argument get? One of the things I think no one will be surprised about is that the two largest responses were Batman and Goku, coming in at 105 for Batman and 96 for Goku. Kratos from God of War came in third, followed by Superman, Naruto, One Punch Man, aka Saitama, Gojo, Homelander, so on and so forth. By the way, I see what you did there with a billion lions. You're paying attention. Perhaps corresponding to everyone's two favorite characters, DC and Dragon Ball were the most mentioned franchises, with Marvel following them and Naruto following that. But there's a bigger gap between anime and manga and comics than you would think by seeing the rest of the data. In fact, anime and manga was the most popular type of media mentioned. People tended to mention characters with superpowers, but only at a rate slightly more than twice the amount of characters that don't have superpowers. And if you reverse that data, you get the amount of people who tried to justify their argument. Most people felt that they didn't need to justify, and about half that did. And here's something I was actually quite surprised about. Most responses did not cause argument. About 1 in every 6 caused an argument. And hey, that's pretty good. This is just the beginning of the data analysis. I'm going to be combing through the data for just the responses that caused arguments and just the responses that people felt the need to justify and see if the data changes. But I will say this, the biggest argument that we had was not one of the popular responses. The biggest argument was had over whether Fire Lord Ozai was powerful. That I find very interesting.